All right, folks. Tonight, skating for your Saskatoon Mindfox, we have 0 official mascot, 113 Mad Eye Millie, 12 Gnarly Quinn, 19 Reign of Terror, 201 Curb Stompin' Colshaw, 21 Pterodactyl, 222 Sarah Labadie, 247 Mish Behaven, 28 Stalker, 355 Block Nest Monster, 37 Sunny Death Position, 55 Baby Boomer, 85 Abolisher, 87 Kitty Creamer, 96 Tidbit Naughty, and on the bench tonight we have Shrimp Magic.
Skating for the Eads of Destruction this evening, we have 0 Regrettal, 104 Fondals, 114 General Discomfort. Your captain tonight, 1166 The Wife of Wrath, 17 Banshee, 1701 Ruby Roughhouser, 250 Bugsy, 31 Creeper, 411 Dynamo Dash, 452 The Frenzy, 5 Cindy Chopper, 505 Flawless, 7 Champagne, 73 Tombstone, 789 Felix the Brat, and on the bench tonight, Furious Faff, JD, Tidal Wade, and Axel Crow. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to game number 4 of Capital City Chaos 2023. I am Antique Smoke Show. I really had to think about that.
And I am Shirley Temple of Doom, still laughing about Smoke Show forgetting their name.
Tonight's head official on skates is Kurt So Good, and our head NSO is Dispenser. Lining up on the jam line, we have Banshee up against Curb Stompin' Colshaw, and the jam is on. Banshee up at the front of the pack against a 3-wall. And Banshee is going to be out as lead jammer. That's Mish Behaven going to the box for an out-of-play block at the front of the pack. Banshee calls that off with 4 points before Colshaw has a chance to score. Our on-skates officials tonight, aside from Kurtz, will be Paul Bearer, I Scream, who's jam reffing and is officiating their 100th game, PH Demon, Slicer, Prof Harms, Red Miles, and alternate Rowena Ravenbrawl.
And it looks like we have Creeper Sutherland and Raina Terror. And Raina Terror gets out of the pack first.
Creeper removing the star and coming out of the pack right behind. Raina Terror finding room on the inside. Ooh, Creeper taking a big hit on the outside from Abolisher. Both jammers currently in scoring position. Raina Terror finding room on the outside. Abolisher with another big hit on the outside on Creeper, but goes down, so Creeper able to sneak back in.
And it looks like we have Sarah Labadie facing off against Fawn Dolls for the Eves of Destruction.
And that's Sarah Labadie with very quick lead jammer status. Some penalties being called at the front of the pack, but the blocker is not able to hear that.
We have Block Nest Monster heading to the penalty box, sponsored by The Zone.
Fondal is going off for a forearm. So that's power jam now for Saskatoon.
We have a pretty heavy line of line of blockers out there right now. Flawless, Regrettal, and Dash, all seasoned blockers. Not able to hold Sarah Labadie, though.
Ooh, coming in hard against Flawless, who goes down. That's 4 more points on the board for Labadie. Big jam here by Saskatoon, really taking advantage of that power jam. Flawless with a hit on the outside. And Labadie goes down hard.
Eves of Destruction wish to thank all of the outstanding sponsors that fund our gameplay. As we tell you more about them throughout the day, consider if you too would like to help keep us rolling throughout 2023. Contact us at eodsponsorship@gmail.com. I will try to keep my mic in front of my mouth. Maybe.
Banshee up against Colshaw again, a repeat of the matchup we saw in jam number 1. Banshee recycled to the back as Colshaw's got an offensive blocker here at the front of the pack. Banshee finding daylight on the outside and then goes across the track to the inside. Some beautiful offense by Chopper. Banshee just managing to stay in bounds on the second apex there, as Coleshaw is recycled back by 4-5-2, the Frenzy, joined by the Felix the Brat. And Chopper with a nice little bump out on the outside. Coleshaw now out on their initial pass. And Banshee's going to call that off before Saskatoon has a chance to score. Puts up a 9-point jam for the Eves of Destruction.
Saltchuck Pies, don't be shy. Say hello to Pie. Grab one on your way home along Bay Street or at their booth tonight. Pies, they're the best. I don't think they came.
Empire's definitely sold out.
Yeah.
Reign of Terror jamming for Saskatoon, and Creeper for the Eves of Destruction. Creeper gets out with lead jammer status as Reign of Terror going to the box. So it is a power jam now for the Eves of Destruction.
We did see Flawless do a sneaky little move where they knocked Reina out and then ran back, but Reina did not catch it in time.
Tombstone going to sit for 2 penalties there. Did not leave the track quick enough. You need to leave at a 90-degree angle. Otherwise, you will be going for 2.
And we have Ruby Roughhouser just not letting that Saskatoon team get back there to try and run the jammer back.
Creeper putting up 4 points. Second scoreless jam in a row for Saskatoon. 17 for the Eves now, 25 for Saskatoon.
Don't forget to pick up your 50/50 tickets, folks. We will not be selling them for much longer. And you can find Vi towards the back of the stadium in the pink onesie, looking fabulous.
The draw for 50/50 will be at halftime of this game. 104 Fondals battling on the outside.
Sarah Labadie for Mindfox.
And Dolls picking up a track cut.
You've got Block Nest Monster taking some big hits at Wife of Wrath.
Wow, the last jammer to beat at the front, and the Eves are bridged out there at the 10-foot markers. And it is out of play at the front there.
Just a great job at bridging, though, taking it as far as you can down the track without breaking the pack.
That's Sarah Labadie on the power jam for Saskatoon. Saskatoon coming. Oh, big offensive hit there. Gets Sarah Labadie out on a scoring pass for 4 points.
Block Nest Monster just laying some monster hits.
And we have a star pass. That's Tombstone now putting the star on for the Eves. And did they get in there quick enough? They did. Tombstone picking up 1 to steal. Saskatoon putting up another 8-point jam.
The Zone at 91.3, proud sponsors of the EOD. The Zone is a radio station made for you by real people here in Victoria. The Zone sponsors our Penalty Box. Thank you so much.
A lot of action in the Zone's penalty box in the earlier games today. And the Eves calling a timeout here.
Artsy eyewear. Eyewear for all ages. Anything but ordinary.
A jammer matchup we've seen a couple of times already is out there again. Number 17 Banshee and 201 Curb Stomp and Colshaw.
We'd also like... No, we won't.
Eve's taking a front wall here. A wide setup, trying to cover the whole track. And collapsing to the outside once Colshaw picks a lane.
That's Cutie Sly providing some offensive play.
Oh, Banshee going off for a cut on the outside of the track there in that straightaway. Colshaw picking up lead. Another power jam for Saskatoon. Colshaw using her blockers to make a little bit more room for herself. Puts up 4 points on the board. Bugsy recycling Colshaw all the way back down that straightaway.
And Banshee's just fighting her way with that Saskatoon pack at the very front. And
Banshee
she's out.
Picking up another cut there on the inside, just put a skate out of bounds, and Colshaw's going to call that, giving Saskatoon a 30-second power start for jam number 7 or 8.
Spinnaker's Brew Pub, making it local since 1984. Find them on Catherine Street in Esquimalt and also in our fabulous beer garden.
Like 50/50 sales, beer garden sales ends at halftime of this game as well. So if you do want to continue imbibing, please get your tickets now. It's where we make our money.
And it looks like Reina Terror is out of the pack.
Picks up lead for Saskatoon. Banshee still in the zone penalty box. Apex jump by Reina Terror, putting 4 points on the board. And another one just squeaks past Chopper on the inside. Banshee still fighting those Saskatoon blockers as Reina Terror coming through for another scoring pass. 16 points on the board so far in this jam for Reina Terror and Saskatoon.
Looks like we are back to full strength again. The penalty box is finally clear.
And Reina Terror calling that one with 4 more points on the board, so a big 20-point jam as the Eves pick up 1 point on that last pass. And Saskatoon calling a team timeout.
We'd also like to thank our amazing crew of dedicated officials. It's one of the Eves of Destruction's biggest assets. From non-skating officials to on-skates officials, they make it possible for us to enjoy the sport we love so much. Speak to any official or EOD member to find out how you too could be part of this crew and become as awesome as our amazing officials.
Speaking of officials, our non-skating officials this evening, headed by Dispenser, are Adam Smasher, Rolando Furioso, Caden, Adriana, Whack Job, Mr. Nitro, Otter Mayhem, Mill Street Bruisery, Beam Me Up Scotty, Puma Pants, and Bobby Flair.
Used up. Never mind.
Eves of Destruction sitting at 19 points. Saskatoon with 61. We are about 16 and a half minutes left to go in the first half of this game. And Creeper Sutherland on the line with the star, up against Sarah Labadie with the star for Saskatoon. Creeper finds some room on the inside. Labadie takes a hit on Wow to get out. Creeper just managing to stay in bounds on the outside and is going to call that. But Labadie stealing some points, stealing 3 points there as Creeper also puts up 3.
And we have official mascots jamming for Saskatoon against Fawn Dolls. This is Fish's first time out this period for Saskatoon Mindfox.
Official mascot getting some offense from Abolisher, but the Eves managed to reconvene that tripod at the front of the pack and gives Dolls enough of an opportunity to fight through and get lead jammer for the Eves. Oh, Felix the Brat with a big hit on the outside of turn number 2. Rather a lot of people falling over up there. I can't quite see it. And Dolls gets through for 4 points. Bench tells her to keep going. Felix the Brat, once again the lone blocker to beat at the front. Ooh, a beautiful offensive sweep on the outside from the Frenzy and Dynamo Dash. Lets Dolls go around for 4 points.
We've got Abolisher playing a fairly heavy offensive move on that Eves of Destruction wall.
Pack is at the front of the pack here.
Cindy Chopper managing to hold those other 2 blockers and keep Fish at bay.
Dolls putting up 3 points on that last pass. It's 11-point jam for the Eves, 8 points up on the board for Saskatoon.
Make sure to get your 50-50 tickets. I don't think we'll be selling them for much longer. The draw will be at the halftime of this game. Get your 50-50 tickets while you can. Find Vi in the pink suit.
Vi is over there in turn number 2. Vi has a very, very bright backpack on and a pink jumpsuit.
We have Reign of Terror here for the Saskatoon Mindfox and Banshee for Eves of Destruction.
Both teams with only 2 blockers on the track. No pack getting called really quickly. Banshee gets out as lead. It's Flawless and Wow, the only blockers for the Eves out there. Banshee picking up another cut call on the inside there. So Banshee's lost lead jammer status. This jam is going to go 2 minutes.
And this is going to be a real fast pack. So 2 minutes of this is going to be a lot.
A lot of skating. And we do have a power jam right now for Reign of Terror. Eve setting up in the front on this penalty kill. taking a strong
Banshee is out of the box and back fighting that Saskatoon blocker line.
Saskatoon's tripod anchored by Pterodactyl, and Pterodactyl managing to draw Banshee all the way back to the back of the straightaway. That was tiring to watch. Banshee puts up 4 points for the Eves, bringing them to 37. Reign of Terror putting up 11, bringing them to 83 for Saskatoon. Eves favoring a front wall at these jam starts. We've got Sarah Labadie jamming for Saskatoon, Creeper jamming for the Eves. Creeper out first, but a no pass, no penalty, meaning that she passed somebody who was not in play and upright, and so lead was still open for Saskatoon to pick up. Creeper cannot call that off. She's not lead jammer. And Creeper is going to pick up a cut track on the inside of the far straightaway. So we have another power jam now for Saskatoon, and Sarah Labadie out there. Labadie putting up 4 as the Eves are setting up a tripod at the front. And Tombstone going off for a low block.
So we've
fell
got
over and tripped the jammer there.
That's 2 blockers in the box for Eves of Destruction currently.
We've got General Discomfort and Bugsy is the only blockers out here for the Eves. Now being joined by Regrettal.
Looks like Baby Boomer likes to keep Creeper at the front of the pack and just block them on her own.
Regrettal with a nice little tap out there, forcing Labadie to call that jam off.
Straight in.
15 points on the board in that last one for Saskatoon. Creeper putting up 4 for the Eves. And we have another team. No, we have an official review from Saskatoon calling an OR. So we will just be patient here and wait for someone to come to tell us what's going on.
Used.ca is celebrating their 20th anniversary. Canadian owned and operated, Used.ca has been keeping useful items out of landfills since 2003. But used means more than secondhand. We are used for jobs, used for services, used for garage sales. So think used first.
I love used things.
Me too. So much better than new. Straight and narrow Pacific Coast cocktails. At the end of every adventure, the greatest reward is a refreshing beverage with friends, both old and new or used. Try one in our beer garden tonight.
But only for the next 8 minutes and 54 seconds, because then we stop selling tickets.
We can't have a drink, so you should really go and have one.
Again, that's where we make our money. Please help us.
Not that I'm saying everyone should be drinking.
No. Please enjoy responsibly and have a designated driver to get home or walk.
Also drink water. Keep hydrated.
Saskatoon was looking for a cut call on the Eves jammer creeper at the beginning of that last jam when they got the no pass, no penalty. But they wanted a cut call, and the no call stands. So Saskatoon will not retain their official review, and Colshaw is now lead jammer up against Fondals. Felix the Brat, the lone blocker at the front, and Colshaw dodges around them, picking up 4 points for Saskatoon. Dalsey's putting on some pressure there, forcing Colshaw to call that off. 6 points on the board for that jam for Saskatoon. Score is now 37 for the Eves of Destruction, 104 for Saskatoon. Banshee with the star for the Eves. Reign of Terror with the star for Saskatoon. Banshee's picking up the first lead jammer the Eves have had in quite some time. Now the Eves blockers are going to want to do some defense here. See if Banshee can take advantage of that lead status and put some more points on the board. Wow, going to the penalty box for a forearm call. And Banshee taking a nice little whip at the back of the pack there, splitting the defense and getting through for 4 points.
And we'd like to say a big thank you to Hotel Zed for hosting our out-of-town friends for this tournament.
Both teams going to start this next jam with one blocker in the box, so we've got 3-on-3 in the pack. And that is Sarah Labadie lined up against someone getting really low at the back of the pack, so I can't see who it is. It's Tombstone jamming for the Eves. The Eves tripod at the front of the pack here, anchored by Champagne. That's Chopper and Felix the Brat. Really putting the brakes on, but Sarah Labadie just sneaking around on the outside and will be lead jammer.
And we're back to full strength again. All blockers out of the penalty box.
Pack was really moving there around that corner, and Toombs picks up one. Saskatoon trying to call that off, holding Tombstone none, but they do steal 1 point.
And thanks to Roller Skate Victoria for sponsoring our athletes with discounts on their open skates and roller discos. For info on these events and roller dance lessons, visit them on Facebook and Instagram. And it looks like we have official mascot jamming for Saskatoon Mindfox against Creeper Sutherland for the Eves of Destruction.
Creeper drawn to the inside and does pick up a track cut. Ooh! Big hit into Bugsy, but Bugsy's going to go off for a forearm on that against official mascot. Lead has not been called yet, but Creeper is sitting in the zone penalty box.
And it looks like Flawless will be going to the box for a multiplayer block.
Eves now with just 2 blockers out on the track. Power Jam for Saskatoon, official mascot, with just 2 to beat here. And does so quite handily.
Fun fact for the scores is that Saskatoon is scoring a minimum of 8 points for every round.
An 8-point jam on the board for official mascot. The score now 46 for the Eves of Destruction, 115 for Saskatoon. And we are just under 4 minutes to go in the first half of this game. Well, we've got the Frenzy lined up on the jam line for the first time this evening. And it looks like Reina Terror with the star for Saskatoon. Pterodactyl doing a little bit of offense on the Eves tripod.
Champagne just having none of that, though.
Oh, a beautiful whip from Tombstone on the outside. Lets the Frenzy through with lead jammer. And Tombstone and the Wife of Wrath now block it. Oh, the Frenzy coming through for 4 points. I don't need to tell you that. Everybody obviously noticed.
No one whips up the crowd like Frenzy.
Oh.
We have seen Reina Terror do some amazing apex jumps tonight. That was not, however, successful.
Frenzy's checking in with the benches. They are going to call that one off. That was a big jam for the Eves. I think the highest scoring jam they've had since the beginning. 10 points on the board for the Frenzy. Brings up the Eves up to 56 and held Saskatoon scoreless in that jam. So they remain at 115.
And Sarah Labadie is jamming again for the Saskatoon Mindfox. And Banshee is back out for your Eves of Destruction.
Banshee getting called on a forearm. Oh, no. Banshee getting called on a forearm. Doesn't hear the officials because it's so loud in here. Ruby Roughhouser draws back Sarah Labadie on the outside of the turn number 1. Some pack penalties being called on Saskatoon. And Sarah Labadie and Saskatoon on the power jam again. They have really been taking advantage of those power jam opportunities.
And Sarah Labadie calling it off before Banshee can get around again.
Eves managing to hold Saskatoon to 2 points in that last jam, despite the power jam.
And these skaters that you see in red with our little scoreboards are the Eves of Destruction Zone Rotten Apples Junior Roller Derby skaters. The Rotten Apples welcome all 10 to 17-year-old skaters regardless of experience. And these folks here are Maggie Mayhem and Cinderella.
It is halftime, so just a reminder, we are going to be drawing the 50-50 winner, so don't go to the washroom.
Don't go
if you
get
bought
tacos.
50-50 tickets, because we're going to call it, and if you win, you won't win.
If you have tickets, sit your bums in seats.
If the 50-50 people with the tickets could come to the announcer booth so that we can announce the winner, that would be great. Thank you. Where are you, Vi? All right, we are getting ready to announce the 50-50 winner. Woo!
Dun, dun, dun.
The winner of the 50-50 draw will be walking away with a cool $431. So that's a lot of money.
Row.
Mixing it up. It's a red ticket. It's a red ticket. 102434. 102434. Red ticket.
Woo woo!
Congratulations. Beer is on you.
It looks legit.
Congratulations. You know what numbers are.
And that is our always sassy antique smoke show. It's all out of love.
I've been here since 8 a.m. I'm really losing steam.
The announcer hysteria is real.
I am always like this, actually. There's really no excuse. And we're back. The Frenzy with the star for Eves of Destruction for the second time this evening. And we know how much the crowd loves the Frenzy.
And Sarah Labatti's out there for the Mindfox and has been out there consistently all evening long. And Mad Eye Millie is heading to the penalty box. And the Frenzy getting out first to get lead jammer status.
Felix LeBrat with some great offense just lets Frenzy come right through. As that is flawless, dragging Labadie all the way back into turn number 4.
Ruby Roughhouser taking some big hits to the Saskatoon blockers to try and get Frenzy through.
Saskatoon doing a really great job of reforming that tripod up at the front, though. Labadie now with the star in hand. Eves are going to try and keep the pivot away. Oh, a big hit there from Roughhouser on the inside.
Frenzy just fighting her way at the very, very front of this pack. Trying to push all those blockers further and further.
Trying to push them out of play. Dodges one final hit from Mishbehaven for 4 more points. And Sarah Labadie coming through with that star stash. Frenzy's going to call it off before Labadie gets a chance to put any points on the board. Another big jam for the Frenzy. 12 points on the board for the Eves, bringing them to 68. Saskatoon sitting at 117.
Influence Board Shop. The ramp is open at Influence Board Shop with 3 locations in Victoria. Roll on in and shop for all your skate needs. They've also been providing well-needed skate maintenance for our tournament this weekend. Thanks so much, Influence.
Reign of Terror and Tombstone jamming, starting at the Use Victoria jammer line. Tombstone squeezing past on the inside at the front of the pack there. Reign of Terror will call that off with 4 points before Tombs has a chance to score.
Cloverdale Paint, suppliers of Eves of Destruction track tape and all your interior and exterior paint needs.
Both teams fighting over the Use Victoria jammer line. We've got Curb Stomp and Coleshaw and Creeper with the stars. Eves taking a back wall here. Oh, a beautiful move by Coleshaw on the inside. Gets out with lead jammer status. Coleshaw going to the box for a forearm call. So that's a power jam for Creeper. This is only the second power jam Victoria has had against Saskatoon. Creeper looking for some offense from their blockers as Colshaw is back on the track now. We do have a star pass. Flawless and Creeper had to retouch the star there because the initial pass was incomplete. It has been completed now. Flawless is the jammer for the Eves.
Nice hit to the outside line by Cindy Chopper to curb stomp in Colshaw.
This jam is going to be a full 2 minutes as we do not have a lead jammer.
Curb stomping Colshaw.
Eve's going to start this next one with a power start as Colshaw returns to the box. So it's Banshee lining up with the star for the Eves as WOW and the blockers take a pivot line start. They're looking for a front wall here. And a successful power start from the Eves gets Banshee out with lead jammer status.
We've got Saskatoon doing a great job of recycling around the Eves of Destruction jammer.
Abolisher up at the front of the pack here with Baby Boomer giving Banshee some trouble. Abolisher, the lone blocker to beat. Colshaw looking for the pass. The Eves blockers keep them away from the pivot. So Colshaw is going to keep going. And the bench telling Banshee to call that one off before Colshaw can score any points. Saskatoon calling a team timeout here. That was a 6-point jam for the Eves. 83 points for them, 132 for Saskatoon.
The Victoria Sexual Assault Centre is a feminist organization committed to ending sexualized violence through healing, education, and prevention. They are dedicated to supporting women and all trans survivors of sexual assault and childhood sexual abuse through advocacy, counseling, and empowerment. Visit their booth for more information. We'd also like to say thank you to Shampoo Hair Bar, hairdressers who let your true colors shine, services for all hair types and hair goals.
Tombstone with the star for the Eves, Sarah Labadie with the star for Saskatoon. Eves with one blocker in the box, so it is a 4-3 pack advantage for Saskatoon. But Tombstone coming out with lead jammer status.
That's Tidbit Naughty laying out a heavy hit to Tombstone at the front of the pack. And I've been on the other side of that hit, and it is not one you want.
Pack getting a little bit messy up at the front there. And that's Tombstone's going to call that one off, putting another 4 up.
Roller Derby Canada, for your safety and ours, ensuring all the skaters you see on the track.
The 4-4 jam. Ease of Destruction currently at 87 points. Saskatoon with 136. And we have Banshee on the line with the star for the Eves. And a lovely skater from Saskatoon with the star for them. It's Reign of Terror. Reign of Terror splitting the defense, getting out with lead jammer status by the pivot line. Very quick. Banshee spreading those Saskatoon blockers out, forcing them to bridge all the way up to the front. Banshee with a apex jump there, doesn't quite land it in time to pick up points. And the Eves of Destruction are calling an official review.
We'd like to thank our amazing crew of dedicated officials, the Eves of Destruction's biggest assets. From non-skating officials to on-skates officials, they make it possible for us to enjoy the sport we love so much. Speak to any official or EOD member to find out how you too could be part of this crew and become as awesome as our own D. Spencer and our visiting head ref, Kurz, head skating and non-skating officials for this game. Thanks again, pals. Once again, the skaters you see in red updating us on the score are the Eves of Destruction's own Rotten Apples Junior Roller Derby program. The Rotten Apples welcome all skaters 10 to 17 years old, regardless of experience. We work with every level of skater to fulfill their roller derby dreams. Get more info from any EOD member or contact us through eavesofdestructionrollerderby.com.
If you were watching the game that happened just before this, we had a number of former Apple skaters. Axel Crow was an Apple, Lightning Striker was a junior, Black Eyed Sues, and Terminator, all former Apples. There was one point when 4 of the skaters for the Eves on the track were Apples, and the 5th skater was a current Apples coach.
Glorious. Junior roller derby. It is an amazing pool of talent. I also believe
the children are our future.
For sure. For sure. I believe that Reign of Terror was previously a junior skater as well. I can't be 100% sure, but pretty sure. And what an amazing talent. All those fantastic apex jumps. I feel like they're just born with skates on their feet. Not like us old
Not like
ones.
us people who join it when we're old and we're not very good. So we announce instead, and we're not very good at that either.
Empire Donuts, a simple, humble donut. Not fancy, just classic and heavenly. Visit them on View Street or in Cook Street Village. They were here tonight, but they were so delicious, they sold out.
So the Eves called an official review. They were looking for a skating out of bounds penalty on the white jammer. And after review, the officials agree with that. And so this next jam will start with a power start for the Eves of Destruction, as Reign of Terror is going to start in the box as the jammer. So FAF retains their official review. And it's a power start for Creeper Sutherland and the Eves of Destruction. Saskatoon doing a really, really good job on this penalty kill, as Eves are trying to do a bit of offense, but now also need to focus on the oncoming jammer. Oh, and there's that apex jump you were talking about. Reign of Terror picking up lead coming out of the box.
Mish Behaven just seems to be controlling Creeper Sutherland on the track right now. Mish has been playing derby for quite some time, and it really shows. That talent is really there.
And we do now have a star pass. Oh. Bit of confusion here in terms of who the jammer is for the Eves, and Creeper is going to the box with the star. So it looks like Creeper had a penalty while they were the jammer and now are sitting as the jammer. Bit of confusion there. But we do have, the jam is now on, and it is official mascot jamming for Saskatoon. The Wife of Wrath with a drawback. And the Eves trying to kill this penalty or this power start. Oh,
that was
a beautiful just edge out on the inside of that straightaway will force official mascot to get a track cut there and go into the box. So we now have the Eves with a power jam, and that is the Wife of Wrath with the star.
And that was Abolisher just laying some heavy, heavy hits to the Wife of Wrath. Definitely one of their specialties.
Wow, looking for some offense there. And fighting against the tripod of Saskatoon blockers at the front of the pack.
Eves of Destruction really trying to pull out all the stops to keep official mascot in the pack. So far has not been working.
And this jam is going 2 minutes. Eight points on the board for the Eves in that jam. And looks like Saskatoon's putting up 7, bringing the score to 96 for the Eves of Destruction, 156 for Saskatoon, and we have 16 minutes left to play in this game.
Looks like we have Banshee jamming for the Eves of Destruction and Curb Stomping Colshaw for Saskatoon Mindfox.
The Eves with a front wall here. The Frenzy and Felix the Brat at the front, but Colshaw powers through for lead jammer status.
A lot of folks really see jammers as these kind of gazelle-like jumpers, but jammers really are for all types of folks, and Curb Stomping Colshaw really shows you that heavy hitter jammers exist.
Very much a power jammer.
And terrifying sight to behold coming up towards you.
Meanwhile, Banshee is still fighting on their initial pass here.
And that was some very fancy footwork by Curb Stomping Colshaw to get through that pack. Didn't even touch a soul.
Colshaw coming around again here, just deking off a hit from Flawless. And we do have a star pass. That's the Frenzy now with the star on her helmet for the Eves. Running into Mad Eye Millie on the outside of turn number 1. Heavy tripod here of Saskatoon blockers. But Mishbehaven will go off for a stock block, and the Frenzy getting through.
And curb stomp Colshaw calling it off right before the jam expires.
Frenzy putting pressure on there in a scoring position, forcing that call off by Saskatoon. But Colshaw puts up 15 points in that last jam. Tombstone now jamming for the Eves. And Sarah Labadie out there for Saskatoon. And Labadie finding room on the outside. Lead jammer to Saskatoon. Labadie coming in right into the chest of Flawless. That's going to slow your momentum down.
UseVictoria.com, your local marketplace. Support local by searching for new and used items on UseVictoria.com. Rentals, cars, boats, furniture, you'll find it all on Used.
The Eves with a 4-2 pack advantage to start this next jam, as there's 2 Saskatoon blockers sitting in the zone penalty box, and that is Fondals with the star for the Eves. That's a strong 2-all Saskatoon has.
That 2-all is Mad Eye Millie and Tidbit Naughty, and they have played together for years. So it's almost like they communicate without words.
Fondal's getting lead jammer, but is knocked out by Tidbit Naughty right at the front of the engagement zone and forced to recycle all the way back, even though they have been awarded lead.
Another very successful apex jump by Reign of Terror.
And Fondals will call that off after a, lovely apex jump there by Saskatoon. Saskatoon stealing 4 points there to the Eves 2. Eves of Destruction now at 98, Saskatoon 179. We have 11 minutes left to go in this game.
We have official mascot lining up against Tombstone on our jammer line, which is sponsored by Used Victoria today.
And both teams out at full strength now. Tombstone finding room on the outside. Teams no longer both at full strength. Eves with 2 in the box. Tombstone up against a 4-wall of Saskatoon blockers. Official mascot with just 2 Eves blockers out there. Official mascot putting another 4 points on the board for Saskatoon. Both jammers in scoring position.
And Tombstone calls it off before official mascot can get through again.
That was a very successful jam for Saskatoon without lead jammer. They put up an 8-4 jam. But the Eves now crossing that century marker, 102 for the Eves, 187 for Saskatoon, and we are within the last 10 minutes of the game. Eves with a 4-2 pack advantage to start this next jam. And the Frenzy once again with the star, and once again lead jammer. So we are going to have a 2-minute jam here as the Frenzy now sitting in the zone penalty box. And the Eves back on the penalty kill. Saskatoon trying to speed that pack up. Makes easy work for Coleshaw to come around for 4 points. Coleshaw with one offensive blocker up there. That's the pivot helping them out.
We've got Cutie Sly in for Saskatoon Mindfox doing some offensive plays.
And Cutie Sly then going right back to defense, edging the Frenzy out on the outside of turn number 1, forcing a recycle all the way back to the jammer line. Coleshaw managing to somehow stay in on the outside of Felix Sabrat there in turn number 1. Holds on for 4 points on that pass.
We've got Kitty Creamer heading to the box for Saskatoon.
And jam time will expire there, with Coleshaw putting up another 4 and Frenzy adding 2 points to the total that the Eves put on the board. So that was a 6-12 jam in favor of Saskatoon.
And it looks like we have Sarah Labadie lining up for Saskatoon Mindfox against Fawn Dolls for the Eves of Destruction.
Eves favoring that front line of blockers.
I definitely wouldn't be giving Sarah Labadie any run up if I was on there. So it was smart of them to come back.
And Fondal's around for 4 points, almost. There we go, now around for 4 points. Labadie with the star in hand, but is still fighting at the front of the pack there.
Fondal's out of the pack once again.
The Wife of Wrath waiting for the rest of her blockers to get up there, now joined by Felix the Brat and Regrettal, still holding Labadie up at the front of the pack as Doll's coming around on another scoring pass for the Eves.
We've got our captain for the Eves of Destruction serving a penalty right now.
And Fundalls is going to call that one, adding another 2 points, 10 points on the board for the Eves.
And we've got Reign of Terror for Saskatoon Mindfox lining up against Banshee for Eves of Destruction.
Flawless with the drawback as Banshee is fighting on the outside.
Banshee trying to get some speed up before that Saskatoon team reforms around her, and she does it. But it's a jammer race, and it's a fast one.
Both jammers taken out on the inside and outside there and recycled. Banshee's got a little bit further to go because they are on the outside of the track. Tidbit Naughty showing when they got MVP blocker in their game against Vancouver earlier today as well. Really, really good, smart hits. Oh, and there's another big one from Tidbit Naughty. Power start here for Fondals and the Eves of Destruction, as there was a late penalty assessed against Saskatoon jammer in that last jam. And Dolls is going to the box for a forearm, so the jammers are going to swap out of the box, and Saskatoon now on the power jam. And that's Reina Terra getting lead jammer status coming out of the box. Both teams at full strength out there. Dahl's getting knocked to the outside of turn number 4 and is going to be recycled by Abolisher all the way back into turn number 3. Reign of Terror putting up another 4 for Saskatoon. And we do have a star pass now. That's the Wife of Wrath with the star for the Eves.
Reign of Terror calling it off before Wife of Wrath can get further into the pack.
The Wife of Wrath picking up 2 points on that last pass. Saskatoon putting up a 12-point jam there. Bringing the score 124 for the Eves, 215 for Saskatoon. We are almost into the final minute of play this evening.
And it looks like we have Curb Stomping Colshaw for Saskatoon Mindfox against Creeper Sutherland for the Eves of Destruction. Eves of Destruction setting up with a wide stance, trying to take up as much space as they can on the track.
Neither team giving very much real estate to the jammers, setting up with some pretty tight defensive walls. And Creeper finding room on the inside and is going to be lead jammer.
Creeper managing to outrun Tidbit Naughty at the front of the pack to make sure she didn't take any of those big hits.
Meanwhile, the Frenzy trying to really focus on keeping that pivot stalker away from Colshaw, who's got the star in hand now. And it looks like that is the unofficial end of the game. A reminder, do not pull the track up tonight. Do not pull the track up. We will be very mad if you do. Do not do it.
Leave your chairs where they are.
Leave your chairs, but you can come down and get some high fives.
We really appreciate everyone being so helpful.
But don't touch the track. Just don't touch the track.
Not today. Go get your high fives. Go celebrate. But leave the tape. Leave your chairs.
Just going to give us a couple minutes to discuss MVPs, and then we will announce those as well. All right, we have some MVP prizes to announce. Skaters, don't go anywhere. It might be you. MVP jammer for Saskatoon, number 222, Sarah Labadie. 222, Sarah Labadie, you are MVP jammer. You're not paying attention. 222, Sarah Labadie, MVP jammer. MVP blocker for Saskatoon, 355, Block Ness Monster, who is getting photos with family and fans, it looks like, over there, so we'll just give them a second.
MVP. MVP for your Eves of Destruction tonight. MVP jammer going to 452, The Frenzy. And MVP blocker going to 505, Flawless.
Thank you, everyone, so much. There is going to be a no frills game tomorrow, a hangover bout, if you will. Really no frills, just the game. But you can come and watch if you'd like. We'd love to have you here. Otherwise, your next chance to see Derby in Victoria will be May 6th. Have a great night.
Please don't touch your chairs. Please don't touch the tape. Thanks so much, folks. Have a great night.